when you're given 2 points, there is only one line that can go through both of those points. But there's more than one parabola that can go through 2 points. I could have maybe something like this, or an upside down parabola, or a wide parabola. There could even be some sort of diagonal parabola. But there are 3 situations where we can kind of easily find the equation of a parabola through given points, but we have to have a little bit more information for that. And the first scenario is one where we have 3 points, and by the way, 3 points in general wouldn't be enough. You need 5. But if 2 of the points happen to be the x-intercepts of the parabola, and the third point, let's just, not to scale, I'll call this point 3, 28, is some other random point on the parabola, those 3 pieces of information will be enough. 1, 0, minus 4, 0. And here's how. If it has these 2 x-intercepts, that would mean that x plus 4 times x minus 1 would be part of the equation, because if you put negative 4 into this first term, you get 0, and if you put 1 into the second one, you get 0. So that would definitely give me negative 4, 0, and 1, 0, but it's not going to give me 3, 28. So I'll call that A for now, and then I'll plug in 28 for y, leave the A as an A, and put 3 in for both of the x's, and this turns into 28 equals A times 7 times 2, which is 14a, so A equals 2, and the answer to the question then is 2 times x plus 4 times x minus 1. So that's the case where we know the 2 x-intercepts and some random third point. And we also know, by the way, that it's some kind of not a slanted parabola or a sideways parabola, but one that's like of the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So I call those up-down parabolas. Another scenario where you can find the equation of a parabola is if you're given just 2 points, let's say 5, 1 and 3, 9, not to scale. And we're told not only that this is either an up-down or it's an up-down parabola, but that the 5, 1 is the vertex. So if you're told it's the vertex, then there's only one parabola that it could be, and the way we get it is we use vertex form. X minus 5 squared, don't forget the squared, plus 1. Then you take the other point, the 3, 9, and substitute those in, and you get 9 equals A. This is negative 2 squared, which is 4, plus 1. 4A equals 8, and A equals 2. So we can write the answer as y equals 2, x minus 5 squared plus 1. A third scenario is where I have 3 random points so I have 1, negative 2, 4, 1, and 5, 6. And there's some kind of parabola that kind of goes through there. But what is it with these 3 points? Well, it's also told to us that this is going to be of the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So what we do is we take each of the points and substitute the x and y from the point into this equation. So for this one it says negative 2 equals a times 1 squared, so that's just a, plus b times x is 1, so b times 1 is b, plus c. This middle equation, 1 is the y value, 4 is the x value. 4 squared is 16, so this becomes 16a. b times 4 I'll write as 4b plus c. And when I put 6 in for y and 5 in for x, it becomes a times 5 squared, which is 25a plus 5b plus c. Now this is a system of equations, 3 equations, 3 unknowns. Elimination says try to find a variable that you can sort of combine two pairs of equations to make the same variable drop out. In this case, because it's plus c plus c plus c, we can subtract equations 1 and 2 to get negative 3 equals negative 15a minus 3b. I can take the first and third, but I'm going to use the second and third equations. I'm going to subtract those going upward. So 6 minus 1 is 5. 25a minus 16a is 9a. 5b minus 4b is plus b. I'm going to multiply this bottom equation by 3. Now I could add these two equations together to get 12 equals 12a, or a equals 1. Now I can take that a and plug it into any of these equations. I'm actually going to plug it into this one that's been crossed out. Minus 5 equals 9 times 1 plus b minus 5 it's plus 5. Plus 5 equals 9 plus b, so b is equal to negative 4. I have two pieces. And now I can take the a and the b and plug them into any of these original equations. I'll plug them into this one, that's the easiest. Minus 2 equals a, which is 1, b, which is negative 4, c is unknown. This becomes negative 3 plus c, so c equals 1 also. And that makes the answer to the equation y equals 1x squared minus 4x plus 1. That's it for this lesson.